to my YouTube channel. So in today's video is going to be all about a thin crust pizza. So the first thing we're going to do, start off by mixing all our ingredients. So we'll start by mixing the dry ingredients actually. So we've been adding the bread flour into the stand mixer. Then I'm going to add some sugar. Then I'm also going to be adding some salt. Then I'm going to add some dry oregano. So this is optional, I just love the flavor. So I'm just going to mix this all up just to combine all the ingredients together. So if you don't have a stand mixer, you can do this by hand, okay? It's just going to take more of your time, alright? So when I'm done mixing it, so I'm just going to mix up my liquid, which I'm using some warm water, then a little bit of olive oil. Then I'll be adding my dry active yeast, so you don't need to leave the yeast for some time to puff up, so we're just going to use it right away. So when I'm done mixing the yeast, I'm going to set up my stand mixer. Then I'm going to just give the dry ingredients a little mix. Then I'll be adding the liquid bit by bit. You don't want to rush the liquid in there all at once, just add it bit by bit, so you don't put too much water and you don't put less water. So just do it bit by bit. So when you're done adding all the liquid, you're going to just put your mixer on low, so because you don't want the flour to start splashing all over the place. So when you're done pouring all your liquid, then you can increase the speed of your mixer if you're using mixer, but if you're using by hand, you can control the speed, alright? So you can just mix this up for about a minute or two, so you don't have to mix it. So it should look like this when you're done mixing. It doesn't have to stick to the bowl. So we're just going to set that aside. So when you touch the dough with your hands, it doesn't have to stick to your hands as well. So we don't want it too soft. The texture should just look like this, like a rubbery texture. So that's what we're looking for. That's a perfect dough right there. So we're just going to shape it all up, into a round circle. Then we're going to add in a little bit of olive oil just to coat it around. So just coat it with the olive oil side by side. Then I'm going to cover it up and allow it to rise or double in size just for about 30 minutes. So 30 minutes later, it's doubled in size. You don't have to leave it for too long. So we're just going to knead it. You don't need it for too long as well. We're just going to release some of the air bubbles because we don't want the air bubbles, alright? So when we're done with that, I'm going to use my rolling pin and I'm going to roll it all out. So in the process of rolling it out, you're also releasing some air bubbles as well. So when I'm done rolling it up, I'm going to add just lay it down on the pizza pan, and I'm going to stretch the dough all out so it has that nice round shape. So if you're using a pizza pan, you don't have to put a parchment paper. Just grease your pizza pan and sprinkle a little bit of flour so it doesn't stick to the pan when it's cooked. So stretch your dough, and as you're doing this, you're releasing other air bubbles that you might find. So we don't want any air bubbles. So when we're done with that, I'm just going to be using a fork to just create a hole so it could through. So when I'm done with that, I'll be adding some tomato sauce. So I'll just add just a little bit of tomato sauce. You can add any topping of your choice. So after I'm done with the tomato sauce, I'll be adding my mozzarella cheese. So grated cheese. So you can add any topping of your choice at this point. So the topping I'll be using is ground turkey. So the ground turkey, I just bought a plain ground turkey. I forgot to show you guys how I season my ground turkey. So basically I added some paprika, some salt, and some black pepper. Just season your meat. If you're going to use any, just season it the way you want to season. You can use sausage, you can use any topping of your choice, pepperoni for this recipe. So I'll be adding some chopped onion, some jalapeno peppers. I love spicy stuff, so you guys should know me by now. So I'll also be adding some red bell peppers. So these are all the toppings that I'll be adding for this recipe. Then I'm going to put it in my preheated oven for about 15-20 minutes. Just check depending on depending on your oven. Okay, so I'm going to bake this for 15 to about 20 minutes and it's ready. So I usually buy this pizza from Pizza Hut. Those of you in America, you know Pizza Hut. But the salt, the sodium on their pizza, it's a lot. The salt they add in pizzas, like it's so much, like it can cut someone's intestines. So I prefer making mine, and this tastes absolutely delicious, guys. You should like try it out. I'll leave a link, the list of ingredients in the description box. So don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel if you've not done so. Do it right now. I'll see you all in my next video. Alright, so have a blessed day. Bye.